I heard about this game from a YouTuber called EuroThug4000, and the video really piqued my interest. And I didn't do much research outside of the video except for playing the game. That's kind of it. And I want to document my time in the game and show you that even dead games are something that's worth playing. That you don't have to be in the new trend, or that you have to stick with what everyone else is going with to be able to enjoy yourself. And I hope I can show you that by playing this game. First, I want to talk about the menu screen. It is just serene. It's nice, honestly. I like it a lot. And you create your character, which there's pretty good race options. You got your humans, you got your goblins, ogres, and night breeds. I was gonna go with Nightbreed, but I don't like tall characters, and also just that's kind of it. I don't like tall characters. I want to be short. My 6'1" frame is yearning for that 5'1" frame. But I stuck with the human, just regular human male, because I'm a human male. And I chose mage. But one thing that stuck out to me is that the strider, or not the strider, the seeker, isn't available. And I'm kind of curious about that. Because later in the game I found bows, but I don't see a class for it. So I'm a bit curious about that. After creating your character, you get a scene, exposition, and yeah, that's kind of that part. Loading into the game, you see a wrecked ship, and behind you are dead bodies. Sorry, I'm getting used to the controls here. But looking at the graphics, okay, they're not great. They're not amazing. But they're not bad. They're humble. And humble is always great, if that makes sense. So I hope that kind of shows you how I feel about the graphics. And the jumping's nice. You can't like move around after you jump, but like, it's still good. After getting out of the cove, I make my way through a tunnel. And after that, I see what is a good majority of the landscape that I can explore. And it is breathtaking. It feels like Breath of the Wild with how when you go into the game, like the open world, and you first see it for the first time, it feels expansive, it feels brand new. You don't really feel that with games nowadays. It feels so like cookie cutter, mold, same old, same old. And this game just feels like a breath of fresh air. I make my way down the hill through the river? Pond? It's not deep enough to be a river, but it's not like shallow enough to be a pond or like small enough. I hope you know what I mean. I make my way around the broken down building after looting a chest, and I see my first enemy, and I'm just like super excited. And so I press 1, which I think activates the attack mechanic, and I kill it. A little bit of health scratched off me, and I see a spell, and I see a stone, and I see a bunch of stuff that I have no idea what it does, but I'm gonna learn. And then I see my first quest marker, and I'm just like, yes. And then I'm like, no, because I think he's dead. But he's not dead because he talks to me, but I can't hear his voice because it's not audio logged. And he asks me to deliver a letter, which I obviously do because I'm a kind soul, kindred spirit, if you will. I make my way across the bridge, and I see more stuff, but more importantly, enemies, and a portal, it seems. So I take down the enemies, I look at the portal for a second, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that right now. I should probably go do the quest, but I don't know if the quest is in the portal, so I just kind of walk around to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. At this point, I have not gone through the portal, but my inventory is almost full from killing enemies and looting them. But I see people in the forefront. I think that's the right word. But I go ahead and go forth, and I see that it's an objective marker. But first I see a thing to my left. I'm not going to do that right now, because I don't know why. I then realize that I had to go through that cave. Didn't realize that. Probably would have realized that if I read more, just better. If I just read better. That's just the basics of it. But I go back to this thing and I step on it. It's spinning and it's glowing. And I have no idea what I did. I try clicking on it, I try looking at it, and I don't really like how the game zooms out so softly, and then I realize that it's probably like a waypoint thing. And so I just leave. I groggily make my way back to the portal, which is actually a cave, and I enter it, and I see more enemies. I pick up a letter, a note, and I fight my first boss. And when I tell you, this was anticlimactic. It really was. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I shoot a fireball at it, and it falls to its back, and it drops a bunch of loot, and I try to pick it all up. Almost succeeding, but my inventory is full, I think. So I head out of the cave, go back to the guy, talk to him, and I venture forth towards the castle. As I make my way towards the castle, I realize that wasn't what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go to this encampment. I should read more so I know what's going on, but I don't wanna. I then make my way towards the castle once again, but I'm at an impasse. There's two directions to go. Should I go towards the place that I don't need to go, or the place that I do need to go? Tough decision, but I go with the place I need to go. At this point, what's been playing in the background hasn't been the game music. It's been music I got off YouTube Studio. So I want to show you how beautiful the game music is. Beautiful, right? I was in awe, honestly. I was just shocked that it's now one of my favorite game soundtracks. Like, I haven't heard all of it, but like, what I've heard, it's amazing. I really like it. It's got like a Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton type feel. I don't know how to explain it. It's so good. But I've talked about my journey so far. I put about an hour into this game. But right now you're thinking, well, why am I talking about it? I only put an hour into it so far. That's because I think there's something special in this game. And honestly, I don't want to play alone. I want people to play it too. Like, there's so much potential in this game. There's so much already amazing stuff in it. I like this game. And I wish that it would have been able to keep going. It probably would have been my favorite MMO. It might as well be. But I don't know. I don't know what happened where the developer stopped developing it. I should probably do more research into that. But I just want to let you guys know that even if a game isn't popular, you can still play it. And if you want to play this game, The link is in the other video's description, the one that I showed you in the beginning of this video. Go check out the other videos and show it some love, because they made an amazing video, and I just want to help grow this game. Maybe, I don't know. I think this game is really good, and I hope you like it too.